about your wine lists. How many of you have white wine on your, how many have white wine? How many have red wine? How many have German wine? How many have wine from Australia? Okay? Now, remember, 2 of the new markets out there is the Middle East and India. The Chinese are building casinos in India. 2 of your big markets, Middle East and India. Now I ask you, how many of you have koshered wine? Okay, well you have everything, but I'm just saying, you're the ringer in the group today. That's fine. That's fine. But okay, so what happens is the Dow Jones, the Wall Street Journal, they were there for a few years. They don't do it anymore. In the Friday edition of the Dow Jones, of the Wall Street Journal, they would have something interesting like this. And they would have something which they call the index. You never knew what it was going to be. And of course, this was in September during the main Jewish holiday. So in September, it was in the newspaper, and I thought, wow, I never thought of that. Then I know, because I lived in Connecticut for 11 years, and where is Subway's headquartered? Connecticut, exactly. Oh, my students would love field trips to Subway. Talk about an abundance of, what do college students want to do? Eat. You went to Subway headquarters, it was like a smorgasbord of subs. They would feed you all the subs you wanted in there. And so we would go to headquarters, and one of the areas they told us was how much, the degree of work it took to open Subways in countries that needed kosher food. All that they had to go through. Think in your properties. I don't know if any of your properties have kosher kitchens. Is there any properties here in Key West has a kosher kitchen? No. Okay. And I know. Well, I'm from Wilkes-Barre, and we have a Sheraton hotel that has a kosher kitchen, and that's the only kosher kitchen within a 75-mile radius. And so, of course, they have all the kosher weddings. And it's very interesting because when you walk into their kitchen, the kitchen is probably about as big as this. There's a fence all around it. There's a big fence all the way to the ceiling. And there's stoves in there, and there's dishes in there. It's all kosher. And then just like Christians have the cross hanging, there's a sign hanging over the door to show that this kitchen was blessed by a rabbi in there. So of course, so we have our kosher, kitchen. Okay.